Just keep your head up high and be like.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to do a quick preview for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. Man, what do we have to look forward to, man? It should be, it should be a battle. I mean, if the Heat are really focused on not going down 3-1, this Game 4 might be a classic. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm saying that is because, you just don't know what you're going to get from the Miami Heat. I mean, like I said, I thought in my Game 3 preview, I really believed Gabe Vincent would try to continue building off of the momentum that he had in Game 2. It was the complete opposite of that. Jimmy Butler, who looked like, he was going to establish himself in that Game 3 and be aggressive for the entire game, didn't happen. You just don't know what you're going to get. Bam definitely did what, Bam was trying to keep his end of the bargain. But you just don't know what you're going to get. Is Max Strus going to hit 5 threes? Is Jimmy going to go for 30 or 40? Is Gabe Vincent going to show up? You just don't know what you're going to get from the Miami Heat. With that being said, I expect them to really play at a high level in this Game 4. But I expect the Nuggets to also be prepared, especially knowing what's at stake and understanding how they need to play. I honestly would be surprised if the Nuggets had another game like Game 2. Now you're gonna, just being the team that the Nuggets are, they're gonna have some lapses here and there. But the more that they minimize and limit those lapses, the better that the team is. And if you can completely eliminate those, then obviously that team literally is one of the better teams in NBA history. If they can, eliminate those lapses and focus and discipline, you know what I'm saying? Then now we can talk about the Denver Nuggets in the same category as the Golden State Warriors, especially if the Nuggets win this championship, as far as being, a really high level basketball team. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm basing that off of the assumption that Nikola Jokic will continue to be what he is, and Jamal Murray is still getting better. He's still understanding how to play in this league. You can see his timing in this playoffs, as far as when to come off the ball and when to shoot the ball, how much to dribble the ball, where to pass the ball, those pocket passes, those timing dependent passes. Excuse me. He's doing a great job of that, man. I mean, earlier in the season, I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think he was doing a great job of that. But in this playoffs, oh my goodness, Jamal Murray is playing on and he might be right. He is better than the Bubble Murray, based off the fact that Bubble Murray was just an assassin. You know what I'm saying? This Murray is more than just an assassin. He's showing that he can be more than just an assassin. I think he's averaging almost 10 assists in this finals. You know what I'm saying? That's flat out. That's great. Jamal deserves a lot of credit for that, man. Obviously they're not talking about it enough, but Jamal Murray deserves a lot of credit for the way he's playing, and also being able to distribute the ball in the way that he does, with having the role of being more or less the scorer that we need him to be. You know what I'm saying? Jokic, who's we definitely need him to take advantage of his matchups, but we don't necessarily need him to score a lot. We need him to dictate and find others and quarterback and be the leader and the teammate that he is. But we also definitely need him to dominate his position, and he does that very well. You know what I'm saying? Very well. I only saw Joel Embiid really give Jokic some problems. It could be somebody else, but I only remember Joel Embiid giving Jokic some problems this season. And honestly, I don't see that being the case next year. I believe Jokic is still trending upward. And even though Joel Embiid won the MVP, I don't see Joel coming back in any better condition or shape than he is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, which, I could be wrong, and that'd be great if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to Jokic, I think Jokic is going to continue. I mean, Jokic is already in great shape. Don't think because he doesn't have cuts and you don't see muscles that he's not in wonderful shape. I mean, he probably can run on the treadmill or the bike or just run period for miles and hours. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in good condition. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to get in better condition. Swimming and running and doing the things that he's doing, he's going to continue to get in better condition. And he's going to be similar, if not even better, than Tim Duncan. Look at how Tim Duncan was built. Look at how he trained, and look at what he was able to accomplish. I see Jokic. I mean, Jokic already is 2-time MVP. Should have been 3. You know what I'm saying? Going to be Finals MVP. I mean, Jokic is already on that trajectory to surpass Tim Duncan, who a lot of people feel is the best power forward in the history of the NBA, or one of the best big men in the history of the NBA. And wow. But anyway, so I look forward to seeing the Nuggets continue with the effort and the energy that they played with in Game 3. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if the shots are going in or going or not, regardless if you're even getting the shots or not. And I bring that up so I can give credit to Michael Porter Jr., who did a wonderful job in that third quarter, especially of playing hard, aggressive with a lot of energy, fighting on the boards, challenging on defense, chasing guys around screens. Michael Porter Jr. did an excellent job, even though he didn't get the shots that he may have wanted, didn't get the production offensively that he may have wanted. Nonetheless, my goodness, man, shout out to Michael Porter Jr., man, because I really, I want to see him succeed at a high level. But nonetheless, him being able to still focus on doing things that could help him stay on the floor, I thought was really good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only things that's been keeping him off the floor. And honestly, if anybody remembers me saying anything earlier in the season, I personally would have had Michael Porter Jr. coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And that way I'd have just told him, look, I just need you to focus on scoring. Just come off the bench and just score. Don't worry about who you're guarding. Just match up on that end. But other than that, I need you to focus on scoring. You know what I'm saying? And then I can let Bruce Brown focus on matching up on who or what, and knock down those open threes like he can do. That's what I would have done. But again, like I said, Coach Malone does a good job of help pushing his guys to succeed. And even when things aren't going well, he's still putting them out there, giving them opportunities. And he did that, and he's doing that, and he continues to do that with Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and a lot of these guys. And you see how they respond. Aaron Gordon, last 2 games has been playing wonderful with good energy, good effort, good attitude, running up and down the court. I saw Jeff Green walking up and down the court a few times. I don't like that, especially you coming off the bench, provide some energy. Once you start walking up and down the court, it's probably time for you to come sit down. But I believe that was more so in Game 2 than in Game 3. Jeff Green did a good job in Game 3, providing good effort and energy for the minutes he was out there. Obviously, Christian Brown, you know what I'm saying, is a dog. He really provided a lot of energy, good effort, great attitude. Kept the flow going, kept the Nuggets going downhill. I thought that was really important, that the Nuggets were able to keep going downhill, and that they're going to need to do that again in this Game 4. They're going to want to keep playing downhill. Christian Brown's going to want to continue to put pressure on the Miami Heat the way he does. Jamal Murray's going to want to continue to put pressure from the jump. As soon as the game begins, Jamal Murray's going to need to put pressure on the Miami Heat. That's going to have to take place. Jokic is going to have to support the cast and then take over. Support the cast and then take over. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he does. And that's what he does so well. And when he does it in that order, the Nuggets are unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? Most times, more times than not, especially when, like I said, with that effort and that energy, and they're able to use that and utilize that on defense. You know, that's why they were able to play better defense in game 3. It was just effort and energy. You know, a lot of times for a lot of teams, especially when you have the athletes and the length and the ability, sometimes it's just effort and energy. You don't really need to rely on a lot of technical skill and even scheme for that matter. You just need guys to be in good position and have good energy and effort to remain in good position. You know what I'm saying? Be motivated to remain in good position on defense. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all it takes. It's like, you know, and the Nuggets have certain players, have the players to where they put the effort and the energy out there and focus on being in the right place. Remember, focus and awareness, having focused awareness. They play really good defense in together when they're playing that, when they're focused in that manner, you know. So I look forward to seeing that again, because again, like I said, the Nuggets know now what level they need to play at in this finals, and I'd be surprised if they step down to game 2 level. I think that they're going to be in game, you know, they're going to play the rest of this series at an elimination level. Meaning they're wanting to close this out, and they should have that desire and that motivation to close this out. They need to win this game based off of that desire, you know. So I look forward to seeing if the Nuggets are mentally prepared in that manner, and then I look forward to seeing how the Heat either respond or how the Heat approach this game 4 with, as far as who's going to be in that starting lineup. Are they going to still have Bam? You know, be aggressive scoring. You know, what are some of the things they're going to do or continue to do or not do anymore? Especially knowing that if they lose this game, it's going to be tough. They're faced with elimination. But again, you know, the Miami Heat have shown good fortitude to be able to come back from things like that. So it won't be easy at all for either team. But we're looking forward to seeing what takes place in this game 4. Between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. So I thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
If this world were mine.